Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video, brand new top 10 list. And today will be my top 10 favorite In Flames songs. Now, In Flames is a band that I've been a fan of for a little over 2 years, I would say. And the first album that I've really ever heard from them was Sounds of a Playground Fading. I know, super late to the party. But what can I say? I really didn't get into Melodeath or anything like that until, I don't know, some point in early 2016. But hey, better late than never. And don't worry, I'm not like one of those new fans who prefer, their newer stuff over their older stuff, because I definitely like their older stuff a lot more. I used to like their new stuff more when I first got into them. But that's only because, like I said, I was very, very new to Melodeath at the time. And it was also at a point where I needed screams mixed in with singing. Like, if it didn't have singing, I just couldn't enjoy it. And I hated that I had that mindset. But nonetheless, this is my list now here in 2018 of my top 10 favorite In Flames songs. And this list is in no particular order either. So yeah, let's get this started. First up, we got Artifacts of the Black Rain, which is from the album The Jester Race, which has become one of my favorite albums of all time, honestly. And Artifacts of the Black Rain, I believe this is one of the main singles off the album, and I can see why, for good reason too. The riffs are real intense, and I really like Anders' vocal delivery in this song, and a lot of great guitar work and things like that. And the guitars in the Jester Race album in general are just phenomenal. Next up, we got Behind Space, which is from the album Lunar Strain, which is their debut record. And Behind Space has pretty memorable riffs. It starts off strong. It's a good album opener for Lunar Strain. It's real intense, real aggressive, real heavy. And it's just an all-around fantastic Melodeath song. And it has everything you want in a Melodeath song. So next up, we got Darker Times, which is from the album Sounds of a Playground Fading. Now, yes, I know. Now, Sounds of a Playground Fading is an album that's kind of mixed for some people, and I can see why. And I do think that Sounds of a Playground Fading is actually the best of In Flames' new stuff within their last 3 albums. But besides that, I do like the song Darker Times. I think it's actually a very underrated In Flames song, and the chorus is very memorable. The song has a good tempo to it, and everything about it is pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's good, and I like it. It's a good song. So next up, we got Embody the Invisible, which is the opening track to Colony, which is kind of like an underrated album from In Flames. Some might beg to differ, but yeah, that's just my opinion. Yeah, it's a great album opener. I think In Flames just really does know how to make really good album openers for their albums. And yeah, this is a very intense song. So next up, we got Lunar Strain, the title track to the album Lunar Strain. Now this is another great song, and Lunar Strain is a pretty underrated album as well. I do like almost everything about this song as well. There's not really much to say about it. It's just a really good one, and it's a classic. So next up, we got the title track, The Jester Race, to the album The Jester Race. Now, this is definitely one of my favorite In Flames songs of all time. This is probably my most played In Flames song, if I'm being perfectly honest. This is just a brilliant track. It starts off kind of folky with these guitars, and the drum work is fantastic, and the vocals are really something else too. There's actually a point in the bridge where the vocals are like a lot deeper, which really, the first time I heard that, it caught me off guard, like in the best way possible. It's just a really good song, and I think every In Flames fan should hear this one if they haven't. Next up, we got another opening track. Yeah, how about that, huh? We got Bullet Ride, which is from the album Clayman, which I think is another pretty underrated album. Now, Bullet Ride, this song has so much diversity in it. It's got its mellow points, its heavy points. It just has a lot of variety in it, and yeah, I think it definitely works as an album opener. It's just a very, very good song, and I just like listening to it. So next up, we have another opening track, Reroute to Remain, from the album Reroute to Remain. Now this song, the first time I popped it on, I was like, wow, this is pretty awesome. Like, it starts off really strong, and it's just a real aggressive, real in-your-face kind of song, and yeah, I just enjoy this one a lot, and it's underrated. So next up, we got Subterranean, which is from the EP Subterranean. Now, Subterranean, I think, is one of my favorite EPs of all time, and I especially like the title track. The title track is phenomenal. I really dig the guitar work. You know, this was back before Anders. You know, this is the vocalist of Dark Tranquillity's current vocalist that did the vocals on, you know, the first couple of In Flames releases. But yeah, Subterranean is just fantastic. Very great Melodeath song, and I think it's another one that every In Flames fan should hear if they haven't, because it's very underrated and you're missing out on a lot. And so, last but not least, yes, it's another opening track. It is Moonshield from the album The Jester Race. Now, this song, I can listen to this song anytime and pretty much never get sick of it. I mean, it has a very phenomenal intro with this. It has like kind of like a folky kind of acoustic guitar that builds up into the song. You know, it has like more heavier riffs and real aggressive vocals and things like that. And yeah, I mean, this is not only one of my favorite album openers by In Flames, but it's probably one of my favorite album openers of all time. It's that phenomenal, and I definitely recommend anyone checking out this track because it's just brilliant. And yeah, definitely one of my favorite In Flames songs. So there you have it. That is my list of my top 10 In Flames songs. So I want you guys to let me know what you think, and also let me know what are your top 10 favorite In Flames songs. Go ahead and leave that down in the comments if you want to. That's my list. I hope you guys enjoy, and I like to hear your guys' thoughts on my list again. And thank you so much for watching. Take care.